Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. And today we are looking at some, I guess this is this Jazwares? Yeah, Jazwares Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles. Now, I have not been a collector of these in general. However, when I stumble across a vehicle that I don't already have in the 3 3/4 inch line, I do like to pick it up. So we have the Fang fighter, which is one of the Mandalorian vehicles. We have Shen Hatis fighter. This is from Ahsoka, and then of course we have also from Ahsoka. We have the Ahsoka Tano's T6 shuttle. Now I do believe I have something like this in 3 3/4 inch, but it's been a greatly reduced kind of vehicle. So these are nice. I like the Jazwares thing. I don't know if I'm going to continue with. I mean, there's been all sorts. Jazwares is really hitting it out of the park with a ton of different types, different size vehicles. You know, there's a whole slew of them, and all different. They also have, you can order online like squadrons of things. It's kind of, to me, almost like the Star Wars miniatures, where they have the vehicles that you can do for role playing. I never really got into those either, but this seems like it kind of bridges some sort of imaginary gap between role playing vehicles and, you know, full out toys that one would play with. So we'll start with the Fang fighter. Okay, used, I believe, in the Mandalorian. This is Series 6. They do come with a few other types of vehicles. As I said, I've only collected a few of these. If I know that there is one or currently is one running of a vehicle that's coming out for 3 3/4 inch, and they don't have that many, right? Basically, they've stuck to mostly just 3 3/4 inch figures and the retro version of them, and you know, it's not even play sets, like more like diorama, you know, display sets, display areas. So, you know, they have had some ships, but not that many. So, but it's cool. It's cool to see added ships to the line, because I feel as though, oh my, this is kind of like, I don't know, it's one of those Star Wars things that's really fun, like to see, again, like world building. I like to see them kind of build up their arsenals. Do this without cracking it. Okay. Of course, it also comes with a Mandalorian Fleet Commander. Cool. My goodness. Whoa, don't fall out. All right. Now, I do not keep the packages, so I'm just going to kind of store them over there. And this is a very reminiscent of Galoob Micro Machines, which I have some of those, but I have since kind of parted with those as well. But I like a vehicle here, a vehicle there, especially one that I don't already have. Okay, now let's close. This is interesting. It doesn't, I wonder if he has to have his backpack off. I bet you he does. Yep, looks like he does. I'll rest it in the front like that. There we go. Okay, now I don't, does he come with, oh. There he goes. Comes with a little, we'll use the top of this box right here. He comes with a nice little stand. Not a stand, but I don't think he comes with a stand. Making sure. Nope, no stand. Okay, just a little landing gear. Pretty basic, but nice. You know, nice representation. Pretty decent detail. Really cool for diorama display. You can get a few of these. Kind of hang them out, have them doing some flying. It's cool. It's reminiscent to me of Buck Rogers. Those of you my age remember Buck Rogers in the 25th century, Gil Gerard. These ships look a little bit like the ships that they flew in that. But definitely has a Star Wars quality to it. It's kind of basic, you know. They don't really have any other. It doesn't appear to have any other. Oh, we do have some engine opening thing right there. I don't think the wings open up anymore. I'm looking to see. It doesn't look like it. It looks like everything else is pretty solid. Oh, there is one more landing gear. Yeah, there we go. So, again, that just kind of keeps it more flat. Doesn't really do much, but there you go. It's a cool ship. I gotta find a place for it. For now, we'll stick them under the tree. Yeah. Gotta go over here. All right, next up, we're going to go to Ahsoka. We have the Shen Hatis, a fiend fighter. I love that. A fiend fighter. Because she's a fiend. Just have a fiend fighter. Okay. Hope that they do something more with Ahsoka. I felt it was a good show. I felt it was a solid show. Yeah, this one comes with a stand. It's interesting. This one came with a stand. I'm going to check again. I don't believe. No stand for. But what's nice about this one is that it kind of. Well, maybe because it won't really work off the ground or like on its base. I don't know. What series are we in here? I don't know. Okay, let me just get this. Okay. Hoping they do something with Ahsoka. Now, here's a question. All right, So this doesn't appear to have a landing gear, which is probably why they have it on this so that you can do a little different tilting. Oh, I forgot to put. Sorry, Shen Hatis. I didn't forget. Yeah, I know. Come on. Let's go. Working on it. Part of the problem I have with these, I like the tiny vehicles and that they don't take up as much room, but I don't like having too many figures because it means that it's easy to lose. Now that's interesting. All right, so I made the mistake. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I made the mistake of having it backwards. I have to go back and rewatch Ahsoka. There we go. Which makes more sense. This is a fiend fighter. Kind of a snub fighter. Small. Easy to maneuver. Do cool spins. Again, really good for dioramas. I can't remember if there was only one of these and then there were other ones that flew similar ships or if this was just her. But it's good. Sets itself up nicely. You know, I love it. All right, save the biggest. Not necessarily the best, although it's the best. For last, we got Ahsoka's T6 shuttle. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, this comes with a few figures. Comes with Sabine, Ahsoka Tano, Professor Huyang, and what looks like one of those. I can't tell if that's a droid or just a piece of a droid. I'm not sure, actually. All right, let's get this guy open. Speaking of Ahsoka, at the time of this recording, I have gone back and forth about a dozen times. And at this point, I think I have decided to keep the Ghost. So anybody who was thinking I was going to put it up for sale, I am leaning away from that for the time being. Everybody, my goodness. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's just a piece of cardboard. Nothing to be alarmed about. We do have one more piece of plastic here. Doesn't look like we have anything else as part of it. Nope, nothing else there. putting that together. Okay. So, all right. Cool. It's got the, I don't know if there's a, I want to see if there's any, there's no instructions here. They have, it does have a few little areas that you can do some interesting things with. I'm going to try to, I don't want to snap it open or anything. No, that's the landing gear. Okay. Oh, so they do have landing gear. That's 1, 2. Let me close this box up here so we can use the top. Appears to be very easy to set up. It does have an opening cockpit. If I can try to, unless it's okay, my friends. How do you open this? Okay, so let's put our heroes in there. We got. I haven't done this with the other two. I'll try to do it with these 3, but I know that it gets so close that sometimes the focus gets weird. But here are 3 or 4. Right, there's Hugh Yang, Sabine. Now there's a rear gunner cockpit I can put them in. But since there are 4 seats, I think I'm going to put everybody in the front. I always tell them, but they never listen. I loved having David Tennant back as Hugh Yang. Hugh Yang was my favorite character from Ahsoka, a new character, or at least a newer character. I loved Ahsoka, of course. But, okay, Ahsoka, you do not want to, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that. Come on, get in there. Get in there. You need smaller hands. I do not have smaller hands. Therefore, my characters. And I knew that was going to happen. I lost my little one. All right, I'll have to find him later. Not a problem. This is why I don't like the little things. It does seem to have kind of an area that you can play, but I'm going to keep it like this for now. So the cool feature about let me close my landing gear before I try that. The cool feature about this is that it spins. Okay, so that's cool. I just don't know. It feels like there's a little bit of a pull. I don't know if that's just the nature of it. Not sure, but obviously like this you can fly it, but you don't really have a good place to land it. It doesn't really land like this. So in order for it to land, you have to do it upside down. Sorry. Oh, there is a looks like there is a playset area on the inside, which I'm trying to. I don't want to crack this thing, but yeah, but I don't really feel like breaking the darn thing. There is a landing gear as well, or not a landing gear, like a little exit ramp. So that's cool. No, it's a great piece, and again, I seriously doubt. Maybe this will be the next HasLab. I don't know, but I seriously doubt they're going to make this into a playset itself. But you never know, right? Who knows? Now it also has this little thing on the back. It's a little turret. Opens up. You can put a character in there too. So for playset, for imaginative play, I think it's actually pretty good. I'm just trying to figure out how to open it without. I don't know how to open it. It shows. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. I don't want to play with it too much because I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. I have been known to do that. Watch my Mustafar playset from Revenge of the Sith a few years ago. You'll see a nice, great epic fail. I'm not going to do that with this one. For this, I'm just happy to have it as a nice display piece. It's a little heavier, obviously, than the others, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend hanging it, but it doesn't take up too much room. Okay, about the size of a mid-sized vehicle from the 3 3/4 inch, so find a good place for it. All right, so Jazwares, knock them out of the park with a couple of cool new vehicles, bigger than diecast, which I like the diecast when the titanium vehicles that have come out in the past, and Hot Wheels has done some cool stuff, but I started to kind of lose interest in those. I kind of like these mid-size, closer to anything that's close to that 3 3/4 inch. So that's really cool. All right, so they'll find a nice space in the display. That'll do it for this episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification, do all that stuff. Share it out about the channel. Okay, and check me out on Instagram and Bluesky. I'm no longer on X, although Red 5 does still advertise. I believe still advertise the channel on X. Hopefully they'll move over to Bluesky as well. But in the meantime, thank you Red 5 for promoting the channel. Check out all the other Red 5 Network podcasts and YouTube channels, all Star Wars related. Some really cool stuff out there. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.